When it comes to shopping for adult diapers, understanding the various different absorbency levels that there are to choose from can be really confusing at first. You'll probably notice right away when you're looking at and comparing different brands that everybody has a different way of doing it. See what I'm saying? Judging by this and the various different ways that brands present their absorbency levels, I'm assuming that there really is no industry standard for this particular feature of adult diapers. Just to really drive this point home, I gotta start by pointing out Prevail. Prevail has probably one of the most frustrating systems of all of the products available, mostly because it starts with this. The very lowest product's absorbency level is labeled as extra absorbency. And to me, it's just like, extra absorbent to what? Compared to what? This is the one to me that appears to be the lowest level absorbency product that they have to offer. So right off the bat, their absorbency system, it doesn't really do much to help the shopper understand what it is that they're buying. One of the biggest reasons to understand the absorbency level or absorbency expectations of the product that you're going to be using is because it makes a big difference on how many times a day you're going to need to change. And if you have any ecological concerns, it makes a big difference on how much trash you're sending to the landfill as a result of your needs. For more information on the need to recycle adult diapers, check out this video here, and we'll be discussing that more in the future. So if you do want to hear more about that, be sure to hit that subscribe button. Definitely be talking about that a lot more as time goes on. Of course, when it comes to these products, there's a whole array of products that use a water droplet system. The problem with this is there's no consistency to this particular system. Tena is one brand that uses water droplets, and they use an 8 water droplet system. Why they went with 8, I'm not too sure, or what each water droplet is supposed to represent. I'm not entirely sure of that either. I did hear from someone on Twitter that it could potentially represent the number of bladder voids or the number of wettings the product can take. But to me, I don't think there's really a full correlation to that in the product. On the other hand, I do like the visual simplicity of it. It is one of those things that you can look at and you can understand relatively easily just through a visual reference. Abena products have a system where they have like level 1, level 2, level 3, level 4 of absorbency. To me, that particular system is actually really simple to understand. The part where I feel like maybe the waters get a little bit more muddy is when you look at their diagram and you see that they have 9 water droplets. So theirs has the most number of water droplets when it comes to the water droplet imagery, but they also pair that with some information on the amount of milliliters that it can hold as well. They do have a pretty straightforward system with the M1, the M2, the M3, the M4. That's relatively simple to understand which product is going to be the least absorbent and which product is going to be the most absorbent. There's a few other more generic brands that I saw on Amazon that use sort of a clock or a time frame point of reference, and that's super great. That's definitely one thing that's really good to use, especially in conjunction with a 5 water droplet rating system. Personally, I think that's one of the best ways to go, simply because it's an analog to a 5-star system. Everybody understands what a 5-star system is, and you just turn it into a water droplet to kind of fit the niche in the marketing. Unfortunately, not too many products use both of these methods, but I think that pairing them together is probably one of the best ways to go. The drawback to the time frame method is a lot of brands say that their product will last for a certain amount of time frame, and in general terms speaking, you can usually expect it to not last as long as they claim that it will last. When a certain product claims a specific amount of time, I would just recommend thinking about it in terms of a few hours less than whatever the time is that is claimed on the product. That way you can give yourself a reasonable expectation for what that product might be able to perform as, at least until you've tried the product and you've experienced how it performs for you and your body. Personally, I think the gold standard is to have a time frame expectation on the product as well as a 5 water droplet rating paired hand in hand, somewhere where the customer can see it, so that way the customer has a good expectation of how well the product will perform. That to me is the gold standard, and Northshore is the only one I see doing it in that sort of a way, where you can see here where they have these 2 things paired together. All in all, one of the best things you can do when shopping for the product that's right for you is think about it in terms of what is this particular brand's least absorbent product and what is their most absorbent product. So you want to take a look at what their rating system is and how they're classifying different products that they have to offer, and think of it in terms of this framework. I will be working on a resource that will be making some information like this a lot more accessible to you guys, and I don't want to say too much about that yet, but I had an idea while making this video for a great resource that will be helpful towards solving this problem. When you're confident about how long the product you're wearing is going to last, you can go to work or school without any fear. If you do need any tips on wearing diapers to work or school, check out this video next. And until next time, stay dry.